Hey, my name is Carrie Duckett and I am the Assistant District Manager, and today I'd like to talk to you about customer service, community standards, risk management, and communication. The Customer Service Center is located at 984 Old Mill Run in Lake Sumter Landing. We also have a satellite office located at 4856 South Morse Boulevard, right inside the fire station, and you can reach us by calling 352-753-4508. The District Customer Service Center is dedicated to providing residents with friendly, accurate, and quality customer service. We are a one-stop location in which you can accomplish most of your district needs. Some of the information that you can obtain and services that you can have at the Customer Service Center include obtaining general information on all district departments. You can speak to a representative about your monthly utility and amenity bill, speak to somebody about the bond that's issued on your home, and then you can also purchase area maps, pay your executive trail fees, and also obtain guest IDs. Two of the main functions within the Customer Service Center include resident ID cards and gate access cards. You are issued a resident ID card when you purchase your home, but if you lose your ID card or if it's stolen or maybe it's not working anymore, stop by our Customer Service Center to obtain a replacement. The charge of the replacement is $15. And we also have a temporary ID if you think you may find yours. We will take a new picture and you will have a new ID number each time you obtain a new card. If you have somebody who is residing in your home that is not located on the deed of the property, you also have the ability to obtain a non-owner resident ID after they meet eligibility requirements. Please contact our office if you would like information on obtaining an ID for somebody else residing in your home. Gate access cards are also issued to you when you purchase your home, but you can have up to 4 gate cards per property. If you would like additional gate cards, or if you've lost one or it's not working, please bring in all remaining cards to the Customer Service Center and we can issue replacements there as well. The Villages also has 2 RV storage facility rentals in which you can rent a parking space to park your RV, boat, or extra vehicle. The monthly charge is placed directly on your monthly utility and amenity bill for convenience. We also have temporary spaces if you have friends or family coming and you don't have room for them to park in your driveway. For information on renting a space, either monthly or daily, contact us at Customer Service and we'd be happy to walk you through that process. One of the most visible programs that the Customer Service Center manages is the Adopt a Bench program. The current cost to an Adopt a Bench is $1,400, and it includes the bench, the freight, the concrete slab, the installation, and ongoing maintenance for that bench. The benches are located on district property throughout the community, such as postal stations and on the executive golf courses. We currently have 868 benches located throughout the community. So if you would like information on purchasing a bench to commemorate either yourself, a loved one, or a resident lifestyle volunteer group, give us a call today. Some of the other services that you can also accomplish at Customer Service include updating your contact information. When you purchased your home, you provided phone numbers and emergency contact information. If those have changed or you would like to see what we have on file for you, give us a call and we'll be happy to do that. You can also register for community watch programs such as Adult House Check and Resident Out of Area. The Veterans Memorial Park also has bricks that are commemorated and dedicated every year on Veterans Day, November 11th. If you would like to purchase a brick to honor a veteran in your family, please give us a call. The cost is $55 and they must be purchased by March 31st every year to be included in that year's ceremony. Any bricks purchased after March 31st will be included in the following year's ceremony. The postal facilities located in each village provide a great communication tool for both the district and the bulletin boards, and then also for the small neighborhood groups and socials. We have district couriers that visit each postal facility Monday through Friday every morning to pick up correspondence such as submittals for the bulletin boards, your monthly utility and amenity bill, which can be placed in the district correspondence box without postage, and then any other questions or suggestions that you have. Stop by your local postal station and drop information in our box or submittals for the bulletin board, and we will be happy to help you with your request. Our website, districtgov.org, is another information tool that we use to provide information to you as residents. You can obtain district news and information, download your Declaration of Covenants and Restrictions, view our weekly bulletin, and even sign up for e-notifications. If you would prefer to not visit our website and have us contact you based on information that you find useful, click on the Sign Up for e-notification tab on the main page of our website. You can sign up for subjects including precautionary boil water notices, district board agenda meetings and information, recreation centers closures, and many more. We will only send you the information that you have signed up for. Once you choose your request, you will receive a confirmation email, confirm the subscription, and then we will begin sending you email notifications based on those subjects that you have chosen. DistrictGov.org also gives you the ability to contact us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you click on the Submit Feedback, Inquiry, or Concern link, you will have the ability to choose the subject that best closely matches your concern or question. Once you submit the information, we will do our research and we will contact you based on the information that you have provided. So not only can you contact us in the Customer Service Center on districtgov.org, but please feel free to contact us by calling 753-4508 or stopping by our office at Lake Sumter Landing or our satellite office at any time. The District Community Standards Department is also located at 984 Old Mill Run in Lake Sumter Landing and can be reached by telephone by calling 352-751-3912. The mission of the Community Standards Department is to assist residents in upholding the aesthetic value of their property within the villages. The Community Standards Department is comprised of two different divisions: Architectural Review and Deed Compliance. Architectural Review Committee approval is required prior to any external modification or alteration that is being done to the outside of your home or home site. The district's adopted rule to enforce certain external deed restrictions and have architectural oversight states that no reconstruction, addition, alteration, or modification to your home or home site will be permitted without prior written approval by the Architectural Review Committee. The application is extremely easy to complete, but if you need assistance, that is what the Community Standards Department is here for. Our hours of operation are Monday through Friday from 8 to 5, and there are a couple documents that should be attached to every application depending on the nature of your application. The first is a current tax bill, deed, or property record card to ensure that it is the homeowner that is actually submitting the application. The second request is a site plan or boundary survey that should include all of the existing easements, the placement of your home, any existing improvement, and then all proposed modifications should be highlighted within that same site plan. Finally, if you have a building plan that you would like to submit, that can be helpful as well. It is the property owner's responsibility to obtain all necessary permits, governmental approvals, and maintain compliance with all governmental laws, water management district plans, and private restrictions that include but are not limited to building regulations, zoning regulations, plat requirements, permitting, and the declaration of restrictions. The Architectural Review Committee is purely administrative in nature. They either approve or deny the application presented to them based on the district's adopted rule, guidelines, procedures, and standards within that respective district. The ARC Committee is not an enforcement committee. All enforcement power remains with the district's Board of Supervisors. The Architectural Review Committee administratively reviews for approval or denial all owner applications for external structural alterations. They do not review anything on the interior of your home. Some of the modifications may include landscaping walls, additions, fencing, pergolas, sheds, arbors, and other similar items, home repaintings and additions, and then repairs and improvements. The Architectural Review Committee is comprised of 11 volunteer members. There's a representative from Village Community Development Districts 1 through 10, and then there is a volunteer for the Lady Lake, Lake County portion of the villages. Each district board has appointed both a primary and an alternate member from each respective district. The Architectural Review Committee meets every Wednesday at 8 o'clock at the district office located at 984 Old Mill Run in Lake Sumter Landing. They meet for approximately 2 to 4 hours and review about 100 applications every week. All of their meetings are open to the public and they operate under the Florida Sunshine Law. You are welcome to attend any of their meetings, whether you have an application that is being reviewed or not. Just to give you a little bit of an idea about the applications and the volume of applications that they review, from January 1st, 2020 to December 31st, 2020, the ARC processed 7,475 applications during that calendar year. The other division of community standards is the deed compliance division. Many residents may be unfamiliar or have questions about the deed restrictions that are located on their property and the importance of maintaining that overall aesthetic quality desirable in our community. The Community Standards Department informs residents as to what external deed restrictions are and how they can enhance our community. Deed restrictions are declarations between the declarant, the developer, and the property owner, you as the homeowner. Through that document or the contract, the owners agree to certain standards of maintenance and aesthetic values in order to make the community as attractive as possible and to maintain and enhance your property values. Some of the deed restrictions that you may have on your property include, or restrictions that you have, include overgrown lawns, window air conditioners, lawn ornaments, signage, tree removals, fences, arbors, and additions. Those are just a few of the ones that we receive questions on a daily basis. So who can enforce deed restrictions? Any property owner of any lot may seek to enforce both internal and external deed restrictions against another property owner. The declarant, or the developer, may also seek to enforce both internal and external deed restrictions. The districts, through their adopted rule, have the ability to enforce certain external deed restrictions only that have been adopted by each board as authorized by Chapter 190 of the Florida State Statutes. So how do you provide a concern to staff? The Community Standards Department and our deed compliance process is a complaint-driven process. We take calls of concern anonymously from many districts, and you can call us at 751-3912. You may also email your concerns, mail them by regular mail, or stop by our office with a concern or a question. Please keep in mind, though, that we are subject to public records law. If you provide your information or if you provide an email address, we are provided to disclose that information if it is requested. Both Districts 11 and 12 still fall under the purview of the developer when it comes to the enforcement of deed compliance and architectural review. If you have questions and you reside in Districts 11, 12, or 13, please don't hesitate to contact Community Standards, and we will be happy to assist you with your concern as well. When Community Standards receive a complaint, again, it is a complaint-driven process, we first verify the violation, which consists of sending a deed compliance officer to the property to verify that there is in fact a violation. If no violation exists, the case is closed and the process stops at that point. If a violation does exist, we notify the property owner either in person or following up through mail at all of the known addresses that we have for the property owner. There could be up to 3 notifications, with that final notification advising of a public hearing date for the case to be heard before the Board of Supervisors for that specific district. Based on the timing, the process can take anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks. During the year, January 1st, 2020 through December 31st, 2020, we had a total of 5,159 complaints received for the villages as a whole, for the entire community. Of those just over 5,000 complaints received, only 416 of them were actually written violations. So what does that mean? It means that either the complaint was not verified, so there was in fact no complaint, or more often than that, it shows that when the deed compliance officer makes communication with the resident, they immediately rectify the deed compliance issue immediately. That shows that a lot of the residents in the villages, they want their property to be in compliance. They don't want a deed restriction violation. Maybe they didn't know that they were not permitted to have a sign in their yard, or maybe they didn't know that having tall grass and weeds was a violation of their deed restrictions. So through the great efforts of our deed compliance officers and the voluntary compliance of our residents, only 416 of those over 5,000 complaints were actually written. Of the 416 written, only 18 of those made it to public hearing in front of the Board of Supervisors. So again, this is a great testament to our residents' voluntary compliance and the great work of the Community Standards team in helping those residents bring their properties back into compliance. Thank you. This information is also available on our website, districtgov.org, and the Community Standards Department is more than willing to address any questions you may have on your deed restrictions or help you walk through that ARC application process. Risk management is located at 984 Old Mill Run in Lake Sumter Landing, and they can be reached at 352-674-1828. While risk management may not be a department that interacts with residents on a daily basis, they provide a valuable resource for all district departments and for residents of the community because they are in charge with the act and practice of controlling risk. Risk management reviews damages to all district property, including gates. Gates are probably one of the areas in which residents see damage occurring on a regular basis. It may even contribute to it a little bit. But risk management reviews all of those damages, they investigate each incident, determine the responsible parties, and then they work to recover the losses. An important part of that is determining what we can do to help prevent incidents from occurring in the future. They also track and monitor all pending litigated claims by working directly with those adjusters and attorneys. Risk management is charged with the review of district insurance needs annually, and they procure packages that fulfill those needs while maximizing the value. They work with district contractors in determining their insurance coverage and making sure that it meets our eligibility requirements to protect our liability. They coordinate the employee safety programs, including the facilitation of the safety committee that meets on a regular basis to determine how we can increase safety in the workplace. The risk management department helps mitigating risks to employees, residents, guests, and all stakeholders within the village's community. They coordinate paperwork between appropriate departments and adjusters on claim documentation and exhibits. And then finally, they maintain databases of all of those reported incidents, property damage, and general liability claims, helping to restore all of the information and helping to ensure that the district's risk is minimized wherever possible. Thank you.